In this video, we will learn how to view and manage failures that occur during integrations. At the primary level, there can be two reasons why the integration is failing. The first reason can be when the integration gets an error while fetching data from the source system. For example, the integration is not able to connect to the source system, or the integration user which is being used for the sync doesn't have sufficient privileges to read the entities, and so on. The second reason why a sync can fail is when the integration gets an error while writing data to the target system. The common reasons why a sync may fail while writing to the target are connectivity issues, insufficient privileges, some changes to the privileges assigned to the integration user, wrong mapping, and so on. The first type of failure is global failure. This occurs when the integration is failing while fetching data from the source system. The second type of failure is processing failure. This occurs when the integration is failing while writing data to the target system. Now let's navigate to OIM to see from where you can view and manage these integration failures. First, you can view the failures on the OIM dashboard. The integrations with an error will display a different color as shown on your screens. For example, the integration ServiceNow VSTS here reflects an orange color, and JAMA VSTS reflects a red color, which means there are failures in the integrations, whereas ServiceNow Jira is green. You can click on the integration node which will show which entity has an error. We can see the entity problem has one processing failure, and so does the incident, and the bug has a global failure, whereas the health of the entity task is all green, which is without any error. We can navigate to the global and processing failures from the pop-up window on the screen, or we can navigate to the integrations page. The integration page also shows the global and processing failures under the integration health. The first row shows the global failures and the second row shows the event or processing failures. If you see a red triangle with an exclamation mark in the first row, that means there are some failures in this integration while getting data from the source system. Global failures require urgent and quick attention because here the integration is failing to get the data and nothing is getting integrated for that integration. Whereas processing failures are at the entity level, which means few of the entities may be getting integrated. You can click on the red exclamation mark which will take you to the integration job errors. This will show the error that came in the last integration run. You can hover over the error message to see the complete message, or you can click on the information icon to expand the message. By default, this will show the error that came in the last cycle. You can change the filter to hours, days, weeks, or months. This also shows when was the last time this error was detected. Every count will keep increasing if the same error keeps coming for various integration runs. You can change the direction of the search, backward or bidirectional from here itself, rather than going back to the integration page and coming to the failures. Driving every integration run doesn't require a manual intervention. You can delete the failures if required, but generally this is not needed as every time an integration runs, the integration will try to refetch the data from the source system. So if there is any temporary connectivity issue, that will be fixed in the next run. You can go to the processing failures from here itself, or you can come back to the integration page, and if you see there is an increase in the failure count, like which is more than 0, you can click on it and go to the failures. These failures indicate some entities are not getting integrated to the target system. You can again hover over the failure message to see the complete message or expand the group to see which entities are failing. For example, in this case, the entity with ID 4740589 is failing from JAMA to VSTS. It has already been retried 3 times and it belongs to the default demo project. This also shows the last time this error was logged. You can click on the info icon to view details of the error message and the complete stack trace. If you want to retry the failure, you can click on this icon to retry the failures. By default, failures will be retried for the number of times configured in the integration. It is 3 by default, but you can change it to any number as per your requirement. After the configured number of retry count, manual retry is required to reprocess the failure. Just like global failures, you can change the search to backward or bidirectional from here itself. You can also search by a specific entity ID, error message, or from date and to date of the last log time. You can also choose the failure category. You can delete the failure by selecting the failure and from the option selecting the pin button. Though deleting the failure is not recommended, as any data that the user changes in the end system in this event may be lost or not synced to the target system. It is advisable for the production environment to address the failure and retry it. Let's check how we can edit the maximum retry count for an integration. We will bring this integration to an inactive mode and edit it. For changing the maximum retry count for all the entities, you can click on the global configuration icon, which will load the common parameters that you can configure for all the entities being integrated in that integration. The maximum retry count by default is 3, as we can see in the tooltip, but you can set it to any number as required. Make sure you're changing the mode of integration to edit mode before you make any changes. Here we are keeping the count to 5. In general, 3 is the recommended setting that we suggest to our customers. Once you have entered the number, you can save the integration and proceed with it. Thank you for watching this video.